From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the L.A. Chargers. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is. But to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Wilson to throw right away. Able to get away. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Tui Pelotu has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. Wilson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. After the turnover, here's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Herbert, quick pass out wide. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They snap it to Herbert. That is caught. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Justin Herbert, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, The quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. He was looking for Javonte Williams out of the backfield. But now it's 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they were strong last week, CD, and that win. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And the rookie Darius Davis deep for the Chargers. Taking it about the 36. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. And the Broncos get there and take him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Herbert to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
As a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Herbert. He'll buy some time right. It's reeled in downfield by Johnston. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. He's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Chargers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. In his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Escaping the pressure right. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Herbert on 1st down now. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to the 10. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Touchdown, Chargers. J.K. Dobbins, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. And it is now 21-0. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Nix. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off. off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
To throw on third down. Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. In motion right goes Sutton. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Nix. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points in the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's got it down to the 28. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Denver offense at the line ready to go. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw on second down. Nix. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Herbert. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them.
Herbert has it knocked free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan.
It got his man complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, L.A. Hayden Hurst. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, Nix. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nix. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Tracking 60. Top of the 18.
On 3rd down, Nix. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Herbert now. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and goal.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. From 4 yards out. And the Chargers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
5-9, 5-9. Home trips right.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
5-9, 5-9. Hey, Ram. Set.
Herbert. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. DJ Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They still can't get him. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Hayden Hurst with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chargers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They give it to Williams, running right. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Nix flushed out right. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. On 1st down, Nix. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. The Broncos on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Davis now to return it. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. A 22-yard touchdown ground. And the Chargers stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the...
It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards. Throwing on first down. Nix. It's caught on the right side. Williams. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete to Troutman, right side. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 1 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. There he goes again. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Rolling to his right. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
To throw on second down. Nix. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And Sutton will have a Broncos first down as he'll get this up past the 40. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Set.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a